Well, hello everybody, this is Mr. Lee David Carter here, and I wanted to talk about the expectations socially as a trans man vs like reality, should I say. And yeah, I thought I'd talk about this subject because this is an interesting subject to talk about. So, it was back in 2009, May the 17th, that I started the hormones. And I was going through a transition, starting at university at the time. I was 41, and I used to worry about what people thought of me. And I remember walking into the shop and being called sir, and that felt really good, instead of madam. It felt good at the time. So socially, transitioning, meaning, that I was living in my correct gender, and opposed to the one that I was assigned at birth. So this is an interesting topic to talk about. So, I stopped living as a female once I started living as a male. And although there was some expectations of how it would all go, I should say that I'm going to go over some points basically. And to me, socially transitioning meant coming out to friends, it meant coming out to family, it meant coming out to university, to to students. And I was, should I say, a little nervous with all the changes that were going on in my life at the time. And I was going through life trying to not only transition but being able to face what the expectations were, how people were going to react, should I say. All those feelings went through me going through the process. I did not expect, whilst going to university, that had to handle things the way they did, the university, how they would handle it, with the lecturers and everything, and they tailored basically to fit my needs. And with the exams, going through 5 major surgeries, 5 gender reassignment surgeries at the time. I was at university as a graduate, as a student, and to be quite honest, they were compassionate about it, and I went out their way for me, really. So I did not expect, should I say, basically to even use the male toilets. It was awkward, and I felt some kind of unease doing something like that. So I was going through the process of gender reassignment surgeries and using the disabled toilet. I remember changing my name. I wasn't sure of the process of what I was about to go through, but so when attending the university, I'd already changed my name over from Lisa to Lee. By that time, I'd already gone through the depot. I think at that time I had my passport, although there was such a lot of information they were asking for in order to change my name over from Miss to Mr. Right down to the driving licence with the DVLA. I remember that as well. Shh! Stop it! Sorry about that. Doggy, stop. So, all of that is a process that one needs to go through. Although at times it's challenging, I still feel female regarding my body. Waiting for top surgery, and all the challenges that went through it with students, the changes with my name and legality involved and everything. I was wearing, should I say, a binder at the time, and presenting, should I say, myself as a male in all aspects of my life, and shifting into the unknown, should I say. Shh, stop. And feeling vulnerable, that's the one, feeling vulnerable, and not knowing how everyone around me, should I say, was going to react. So those feelings will go through you, the feeling of what to expect. I think that Also, it was frightening. The thing about coming out. These are the emotions that you start to feel when you know that you're coming out. Um, I, I feel extremely grateful for friends and family, and I feel blessed by that because they were accepting, and some family units are not so accepting. I think it was more curious. Maybe they were confused even. Some family members, even the students and friends I made at the university were quite supportive. So I feel quite blessed and thankful for the support network that I've got around me, around family and friends in that way. They were quite empathetic, while many seemed, seemed supportive reaction-wise. Although I expected some questions from my family, and there were questions, there was many questions, such as the gender reassignment surgery, the testosterone, and also having a penis as well. Those kind of questions, and I'm coming from family members. Are you functional? Those questions were asked as well. It's a frightening thing coming out. Anybody that's going through this process, it's frightening. It's nerve-wracking. It's the emotions that you feel. I found that my voice had deepened, and I had facial hair, and it felt uncomfortable at times. And I'd not even started the gender reassignment surgery, and then it felt a bit weird me to be by my old name, or even be called by my old name. So I remember being misgendered with people, and that felt horrible. I knew it was a mistake because it did not feel good, but I could deal with it all. All the changes. So I remember going into a shop, and they referred to me as female. At first, it felt so horrible to me. It felt uncomfortable, and I felt so uneasy with it. It was a big thing to me, going through the transition to be recognised as a male, walking around the university, and it did not feel good. But it's something that you need to recognise, and it's a process that you go through. So what to expect. Like I said, I went into a shop and they called me madam instead of sir, and then there'd be other times I'd go into shops and places or get off a train or whatever, and they'd call me sir instead of madam. So all of those emotions that you go through, the process I was going through, all the changes, all of those things were happening as well. With the hormones being on T, should I say, I felt exposed when they saw me as a female, and I felt yucky. It felt yucky, and it did not feel nice. I've got to be honest, it didn't feel nice being, looking at me as a female when inside I feel like a male. And living as a male, it felt so much better than I'd ever expected. And to finally, be in that place, it had a great impact on my life. And it felt right. It was the world where I belonged. And, I felt much happier with who I am. So I hope this is beneficial, to you, and helpful to you with socially transitioning. If there's any questions you want to ask, please feel free. I love the feedback. You can reach me on www.leedavidcarter.com, and if I can help anybody in any way regarding the transition, the experiences I've been through, and going through that process over a decade ago, I'm here to ask any questions you like. I'll give you any with the experience and knowledge I've got with it all. Just feel free. So I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll speak to you all soon. Please press the subscribe button, and you can reach me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook as Lee David Carter. Speak to you all soon. So bye for now. Keep shining, all of you. Keep strong, stay positive, okay? All good things. So namaste, love and light. Speak to you all soon. Bye for now.